What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about a handful of altcoins today. We're going to be going over ABT and Dragon Chain for an emergency update at CELOS's request. I can see why, man. We're up, what, 128% already today? Wow. We're going to talk about ARKHM for Adrian and finishing it up with RIO for Peter Davies. Again, that's going to be ABT, Dragon Chain, ARKHM, and RIO. Yes, in that order. So without any further ado, let's get into this. I don't remember what I said in my last video. I'm sure I was bearish, as I have been on multiple cryptos. If I was bullish, I mean, retrospectively looking at it, I mean, it would make sense to be bullish here, but also it kind of would have made sense to be bearish, right, a little bit. Like, I don't know, man, you held your 382. I really do wonder what I said in my last video about this thing, because it's been a little bit of time, not too much time, but I do wonder what I said. If I was bearish, I was wrong. If I was bullish, okay, cool. I didn't expect this, that's for damn sure. Up 130% this week already, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. I said today, sorry. I thought it was on the daily, but it's on the weekly. Decent volume. Yeah, very decent volume. Yeah, looking good, man. Looking really good. Top to bottom here at your deep extensions. You bounced right off of your previous high. Yeah, it looks very constructive. It looks very good. A little bit of bearish divergence here. I wouldn't be surprised if you pulled back. By the way, my enthusiasm for this thing, don't mistake that for it's a good time to get in. I don't think it's a good, you know when a good time to get in was down here. This was a good time to get in. Even this, relatively speaking, was a good time to get in. But here, no, definitely not. Definitely not. Could it go up from here? Absolutely. Would it have been a good time to get in? Maybe, but you don't know that until you're already up there. Like, it's just, this is a good time to get wrecked, to get shreked, to get demolished, man, because if this thing were to do a standard retracement, we're talking about prices all the way back down to 26 cents, and here you are at about 59 cents right now. So that's greater than a 50% drop, and it would probably happen very fast. But with that being said, I like this move. It's very strong, very productive. Look at you. You're at your 95 on the RSI. Even more reason why you shouldn't buy here, because that's a very hot reading, man. I'm surprised that you didn't turn around. I really am. I bet I was bearish in my last video, because this kind of stuff just doesn't happen. But it does happen in crypto, man, and it does happen with low market altcoins. Furthermore, this bottoming pattern here that you've got, it's a classic bottoming pattern. It's very beautiful, man. Got this little V, right? And you got this, like, it's kind of a V in itself. It's almost like an atom in a deep atom, man. But just on the weekly, I feel like it's a little bit more obvious. It looks really nice. It's like a double bottom, but slightly lower dip, and then boom, off to the races. Very, very strong movement. Let's see what you're doing on your grand fib here, from the previous all-time highs to the current all-time lows. Yeah, you might move up a little bit more, up to about 70 cents. I'm sorry, 70 cents. And then from there you turn around. Maybe you do move up to $1 even, maybe. But again, let's run the risk versus reward. The minimum expected profit would be about 18% from here. The maximum, in my opinion, would be about 77% from here. The risk that you're running is potentially 30% of a loss, if not all the way down to this 886, which would be a 60% loss. In my opinion, it's not worth it. It really is not worth it. Playing with those kind of numbers, it really isn't. I would wait. Don't chase, but wait. It probably will come back. Will it come all the way back to 24 cents? Maybe. Will it come back to 30 cents? Maybe. I think somewhere in that range would make sense. Absolutely. But as of right now, I think you go a little bit higher. I do. I very much do. I like the daily. I like the daily RSI. The weekly is very, very hot. It's going to have to retrace at some point. It really is. Very soon. Maybe next week. Maybe the week after. 4-hour RSI. You do have bearish divergence, kind of, but not really. I like it, man. I like the volume. Everything looks nice. So you're probably going higher. That's all I got to say on ABT. Dragon Chain now. I am curious. What have you been doing? Okay, nothing too much, right? Not since yesterday. Yeah. And wouldn't you know it, you hit 90 on your RSI. You tipped literally an area that you've tipped before, an area that you've tipped several times throughout this thing's life, right? It makes sense. It makes sense that you would find resistance there. All in all, looking at this chart for what it is too, it's just a lower high. It's very exciting if you were holding it in the meantime, but it probably does come back. Not even at the 618 area, to be completely fair. And look at that, man. That's a nice rejection off the 382, building off the 236. I kind of, man, if it wasn't for me being like risk averse when it comes to stuff like this, I would say you might be good to like 8.3 cents, if not 11.5. Just based off this fib, man, it kind of looks like that. There's no volume though. Like, where's your volume, bro? Where's your volume? That's my question. I mean, on the daily it looks fine, but on the weekly, it's the end of the week right now, man. There should be more volume than that, in my opinion. But what do I know? Volume is building, technically, relatively speaking, out of this consolidation phase. It is building, which doesn't look too bad. I kind of think you do continue to go up, man. I kind of do. I genuinely do. I think you'll form some bearish divergence, and that will be the end of things, right? You'll probably go up and form like a slightly, if not bearish divergence, you might get like this, a slightly higher high in your RSI, and then you turn around. But if you go lower from here, you know, you could move down to about 3 cents and then move up, like you really could, but I do think you have higher to go nonetheless. So that's Dragon Chain. ARKHM, right? ARK. Let's look at it on KuCoin. Didn't. Oh, it's ARKM. I'm sorry. That looks like a different chart, doesn't it? Oh, I guess it's not. It's the same chart. It's just different scrunchiness. Well, is there something else? Binance. There we go. We'll look at it on Binance. Yes. Downtrend, solid downtrend in your daily RSI. I think you're going lower. Yeah, probably. Low to high. Come on now. Yeah. 61869 area, 38.6 to 41.5 cents. That's where you're going. Probably. It's probably where you're going. Yeah, getting below your 50 on the weekly RSI looks like you want to go lower. 4 hour, daily, all of it looks sad. So probably going lower. That one wasn't too hard. Finishing it up with RIO for Mr. Peter Davies. Lower highs, higher lows, a bit of a wedge below your green line. You're not giving me much, are you? This is on the 4 hour though, so that might have been my fault. Let's look at it on the weekly first. I don't know, man. I'm getting flashbacks of Dragon Chain, of ARK block. I mean, the fact that you haven't broken the 236 yet is kind of a good thing. If you break that 236 at 53.2 cents, you're probably going to see 40 cents, if not 25 to 22 cents, somewhere in there. But if you don't break that, if you don't break about 53.2 cents, then you're probably going up to $1. Yeah, you could. You really could. Let's look at it on a daily. Daily RSI doesn't look as friendly, but it doesn't look bad, does it, actually? Let me pull this up here. I like it. I kind of like it, man. Yeah, I think you are going to move up higher. My last video on this thing, I might have been talking about it going lower just because I think most cryptos are going to be going down. But man, there have been a handful that have been going up. So let's hop on the train with this one, man. I think it does go up higher. I just want to see real quick. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Top to bottom here, this 1414, that's where you topped off, right? The 1618's up here, which is where? It's at the 1414 of this top to bottom here. I know it seems like a lot, but here, I'll take this away, right? 1414 off of this top to bottom here lines up very well with this 1618. They're literally tied up together. The macro 1618, which also on the macro, the 1414 is where you topped off. So do you like your 1414? I think so. You probably go to about $1. Yeah. Little bit above $1 and then turn around. Probably. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. And that's really all I got to say, man. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Is there one that'll do better than the rest? I don't know, probably. I don't know which one it would be. It might be this one. It might be RIO. ABT looks good. But would I buy it now? Probably not. Dragon Chain looks good. Would I buy it now? Probably not. I would just wait. But this one might be worth getting into before it breaks out to the upside. But I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. As we've seen, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't put all your money into this stuff, man. If it can make sick gains in a short amount of time, take money that you're okay with losing. Okay, put money in there that you're okay with losing because you could lose it, right? And that way, if it does go down and I am wrong and things, it does shit the bed. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. If it does crap out, you can always put more money in down there, right? Because most of these probably will go up over time. But I think this thing looks good. I think all of them except for maybe ARKHM look good. Or am I wrong? Am I wrong on ARKHM? I forget. No, yeah, I think ARKHM's going down. That's right. That's like the only one that was bearish. So hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. I really don't know which one would be the winner. I guess RIO, Peter Davies probably, but there's some good ones that Carlos threw out there too. So that's all I got for you guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.